All right. Grab your calculator, type in 28 over 11. Now, our calculators are a little bit limited by the size of our screen. Okay, if you had a computer with a big screen, it could give you a lot more information on it. But 28 over 11, does anybody have an answer for me what that is? I should get
2.54.
2.5 for repeating?
Yeah, 5.
Okay, so can you circle the correct one? So it says circle the correct, the decimal 28 over 11 has a repeating pattern. Can you see the end of it on your screen, or do you think it goes on forever? It goes on forever. So say does not terminate. So circle those on your sheet there. So we would say, I'll get up here. It is repeating and does not terminate. Okay. How about 28 over 8? 3.5, done deal, right? So doesn't repeat, it's non-repeating, but it does end, right? How about the square root of 2? Anybody want to figure out what that is? Is it 1.414, something or other? Yeah. So you'll actually get to know what these are, you'll kind of memorize them. 1.41, something. Okay, does it repeat? Is it 141414? No, so it does not repeat, so it's non-repeating. Does it ever end? No. All right. Those non-repeating, non-ending, if they go on forever and they're crazy, they're called what? Irrational numbers, yeah. So repeating decimals are ones that have recurring pattern of digits. Here's a fun fact. This one that's often confused. Okay, Evan? Do you think that's called repeating? Does it have a pattern? There is a pattern, but is it actually repeating? No, so don't be confused by that. Some kids, because it says it has a recurring pattern of digits, I don't really like that word actually, because there is a pattern. I could write you what was coming next, right? I know it's going to happen next, but it is not actually repeating. So just think about repeating. So this would be an irrational number, this one, but this, is that repeating? Yes. So this would be considered a rational. See the difference between See the difference between the two? That's just kind of a fun fact, okay? Don't think about pattern, think about repeat. Okay. Terminating means to end, non-terminating means to not end. I always think of the Terminator. Not that I ever saw the movie, but I've heard about it. Okay. Talk about these. Okay, 1-8. Ready? What do you think? Repeating or non-repeating? 0.125. So this is non-repeating. Does it end? Yes. And terminates. Okay. I'm not going to go through all of these with you. You can figure that all out with a calculator. Do understand that your calculator is a little bit limited on what it can show you, right? By the way, if you can say that it does end, right? Anything like that that terminates is called rational. The only ones that are irrational are the crazy numbers. No end, no repeat. Get it? No end, no repeat. That's crazy and called irrational. Everything else is rational. For fun, anybody know what the square root of 0.16 is? 0.04? 0.04? Anybody disagree? Would anybody give a different guess? Try. Huh? You already looked. Okay. What is the square root of 0.16? 0.4? Remember doing this in grade 9? Come on, guys. PAT. We said this is the square root of 16 over what? How do you change 0.16 into a fraction? Hundreds, right. What's the square root of 16? 4. What's the square root of 100? 10. Oh, 4/10. 0.4. Yeah? Remember that? Noah, remember that from your PAT? Hey, I haven't gotten your PAT marks, have you? I mean, I put them on your thing. I marked your papers. But I haven't gotten how we did in the province. If we kicked butt or not. Usually we do. Usually my class does well, according to the province. My provincial marks did. Like my 30-1 kids did better than the province. So that's good. Okay, so here we go. Rational and irrational. We've already said this 100 times. We've said a couple more. If they repeat or they end, then they could be fractions. Okay? If there's repetition or if there's an end, 3.5, then I can write it as a fraction, and those are called rational numbers. If they don't repeat and don't end, they're called irrational. Once again, okay? That 100 times to you already this morning. I'm not even gonna have you do all these questions. I think we've done it. Well, do you want me to? You think you're good on it? Let's just get to the homework, right? Not waste time lecturing. I think so. Is the square root is this one possible? The negative square root of 81, is that a possible, or is that a blow up your calculator kind of question? You're all checking. The answer is -9. It is possible. How would it not be a possible? Why would it say, sometimes your calculator says error. Okay, that's to keep it from exploding. When does that happen, Angelina?
Well, the negative's in front, so it just goes to the 9.
Right, so this is a 9 and this is a negative, no big deal. Courtney, how do I write this so it would blow up and be an error? Right, if you put the negative under the square root sign, there's a problem. This question will say error, okay? You say Mission Impossible, this device will, what does it say? Self-destruct, yeah. Okay, your calculators thankfully don't self-destruct, they just say error. Okay, good. All right. I think you know this. So do some homework. Ask me if you have any questions. I'm not going through all the examples. So I think you can do it without doing all the examples and wasting time. Let me know if you have questions. I'd be happy to help you. Yes, and when you come back, I can help you with that question. So, 780. Yeah, we'll go back. I don't want to forget to help you. Does everybody have a calculator?